pause it.
What's up, guys? I'm back again, and I know it's been a while, but you know, been really busy, transition to civilian life, working different jobs, or working a new job, I guess. And honestly, been really focusing more on long range stuff as of the past year or so, where it's not going to be interesting information to put out to YouTube. A lot of the stuff I'm doing, a lot of building rifles, a lot of low development, kind of gets redundant for the most part, but I'm putting out what I think will be interesting to other people. But if you want to see some of the other stuff with the precision rifle, let me know, drop it in the comments. And also, as of late, been focusing a lot on actual training with like specific rifles and getting back into the swing of things of like shooting carbine and pistol, which I haven't done in a while. But let me know stuff that you'd be interested in seeing moving forward. I got a couple, like 3 videos lined up, and they should be dropping every 3 weeks, 2 weeks, somewhere around there. All the actual footage is filmed, just gotta take care of the talking head portion. But before we get into the video, which you probably already saw in the thumbnail what it's about, make sure you follow me on Instagram, @MadMaxGuns. If you want to support me, the channel a little more, patreon.com/MadMaxGuns. I believe as of now I have a grand total of 0 Patreons, so take that for what it's worth. That's when I'm posting on there. It's mostly behind the scenes stuff. You get the videos early and whatever. There's a lot of stuff that I just don't post on any other social medias that's gonna go up on there. And then lastly, Big Daddy Unlimited is sponsored the channel, so check them out. It's 99 cents for the first month, and then every month after that it's $5.99 or $6. And essentially what it is Costco, but or Sam's Club, whatever, a wholesaling gun store. If you buy gun parts a lot, it makes sense. If you don't buy a ton of gun parts, maybe it doesn't make sense. It's up to you. Check them out. Link is going to be in the description below for that. But with that out of the way, what we're here to talk about is this interesting creature, which is an Armalite AR10 Type B. There's not a whole lot of information out on the World Wide Web about this, or at least that I could find. So this video is going to serve as more of my experiences with this specific rifle, as well as a way for me to reach out to people on the internet that might have a lot of information on this, because I'm pretty interested in learning more about it from people that know more about it. So let's get into it real quick, and before we dive in, I'll talk about how I came to be the owner of this. A good family friend of mine had it. He was a contractor back in the day, had something to do with out in the Middle East. He was training foreign snipers, brought it out there like 20 years ago, 18 years ago. Left them, the company bought these for them. The people that they bought them for didn't like them, sent them back. He doesn't like it. Was having problems with it. Gave it to me. So I got it running good for the most part, and I honestly really like it. I feel like it's more than just a DMR. It's a DMR, but you could also do some running gun stuff with it if you absolutely had to. But so that's how I ended up with it. It was gifted to me, essentially, or pawned off on me, I guess you could say. But it's an AR10. But it's Armalite. Armalite rifle. I'm sure everyone knows that by now. But I find it very unique compared to other AR10 platforms, and not just because this whole thing is proprietary. Dive a little bit more into that after, but let's just get into it front to back. Up front, you got a nice little muzzle brake, suppressor host. It's some sort of ACC muzzle brake for an ACC suppressor. It's a 20-inch barrel, pretty hefty. I'm gonna have to assume it's 1 in 10 twist, but somebody let me know what it is. A big old gas block here with the Picatinny rail on top, which doesn't line up with anything because of this here full length, or mostly full length rail. Get into that in a second. The mounting system on this is definitely outdated for sure on this PRI rail. Huge pain in the ass to move these around. I had to move it from right here to underneath here so I can mount a bipod to it. But PRI carbon fiber rail, just like on the Mark 10, I'm sorry, just like the Mark 12s, the Mod H and Mod O. Up top here we have an extended rail that goes from the upper receiver all the way to almost the front of the handguard. And then receivers, pretty standard stuff. Does have a forward assist, unlike the SR25s. In the back here, we're rocking with the Magpul PRS, which I believe stands for Precision Rifle Stock. Gen 2s came out. I believe they improved on it, but I like it the way it is. It's got adjustable comb height, adjustable length pull, and if you want to mount a monopod, it's there. A2 grip, which I'm fine with these days. Lower and upper receivers seem pretty standard in terms of receivers. Trigger is actually a very nice two-stage trigger. Like probably very crisp, smooth break, and crisp break, nice reset. First stage very smooth. I'm pretty sure the combined pull is about 3.5 pounds, 3.5 to 4. Up top here, we have a Leupold Mark IV. It is what you'd find on, it's a 3.5, I believe, 3.5, 2.5, 3.5? 3.5 to 10, what you'd find on a lot of the old DMR, semi-automatic sniper, what have you, from the military. Has a mil TMR reticle. MOA adjustments. Can't stand that shit. At least it's not a mil dot. You got TMRs for holdovers, a little bit more, much more betterer. Up top here, the elevation, each click is 1 MOA, which it's not a precision rifle optic by any means. You got half MOA adjustments on the windage. The parallax is more of a focus knob than a parallax knob, but it is what it is. What's nice about this scope is it is calibrated to military 168 grain rounds, and it lets you know where you got to stop at for that round. Like, for instance, 500 yards, or is this in meters? 500 yards would be about 12 MOA. If you watch my Stumpy Thumper video, this optic was mounted on there before. I felt it was more at home on this rifle. But so that's the gist of the rifle. It's an AR10, a unique AR10 at the end of the day. So what I was talking about before, proprietary parts, 99% sure, again, I don't know a whole lot about this, 99% sure it will only take rails made for the Type B. I am 100% sure it only takes Type B magazines, which I'm also told that you can take M14 magazines, M1A magazines, modify them to work. I gotta look into that because I do have a bunch of those laying around. But nice steel magazines. They allow for a lot more cartridge overall length if you're hand loading. But typically speaking, if I'm hand loading for semi-automatic, I go with 2.800. I actually did get into hand loading with this recently. I confirmed the load today. It's not like a half-inch gun by any means. It's a minute of angle gun, 5-round, 8-round, 9-round groups. When you try to shoot a 10-round group, you're gonna get a flyer, in my experience with this rifle. But It's accurate. It's very accurate. That's not the issue that was had with this. It was functionality. As I'll roll in a bunch of clips here of stovepiping. You get a failure to eject all the way, it'll just flop out, and then the round would catch from the mag to feed the next round, and then you would have the almost ejected round stovepipe in there, and then you got a double feed kind of thing, stovepipe mess. And with the weight of the bolt and the buffer spring strength, just jams it in there, so it's not like you can just be like, oh, boom, boom, falls out. You gotta actually pull it out. I did have to swap out the buffer spring. I don't recall which one I went to. It was a leftover that I had before that was just in the drawer, but I just was throwing shit at a wall and something would stick, and I swapped the buffer spring. It helped a lot, didn't make it perfect. It's not like every magazine you're getting a stovepipe, but it happens enough to where it's annoying with 308 ammo. Now, I've been shooting a lot of 7.62 M118 LR ammo, and it functions fine. I've been shot some M80 ball ammo through it, shot fine. Every once in a while I get a stovepipe, so I ended up just cooking up planking rounds, a bucket of them, using Old Lake City M118 LR brass, some Hornady 150 grain bullets, and Shooter's World match rifle powder at a modest charge, so it's not like a barn burner. It will shoot out to 400 yards with that. I'm sure might shoot further, but I haven't shot anything past 400 yards with this with ball ammo, and it was impact consistently on a 2/3 size silhouette. But when it comes to groups, the current IMI M118 LR 175 grain stuff shoots MOA or better out of this. And then I just finished a load with more. I just finished working up a load with Shooter's World match with the 175 grain Sierra Match Kings, and that is shooting really well, and that is all functioning great. So I don't know what the deal is when you're shooting 308 ammo. I'm pretty sure it's a little bit hotter, which is like weird to me because 5.56 is hotter than 223, but I'm 90% sure that 308 is hotter than that 308 is hotter than 7.62 by 51 NATO. Overall, I really enjoy this gun. It's fun to swing around. It replaced my Scar. I got rid of that, traded that away, and this is my semi-automatic 308 for now. I have shot it out. I believe the furthest I've shot it was 600 yards with IMI. That's this rifle. All in all, big fan of it. Want to know more? Drop in the comments any information, or forward me information to somebody that has more information. I want to know a lot about this. I probably will do a follow-up video on it a couple months once I shoot it a lot more out to more distance. That is the plan for this moving forward, is just to rip it at some range. But that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That is my AR10 Type B. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you can give me some information about it. I hope maybe this piques some interest in some of you about looking into this some more. But it's nice, it's neat. I believe they canceled this model in 2006 or 2008, but let me know. And I'll let you know when I know that you let me know to let you know. Got it? Alright, that wraps up the video, everybody. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, check out the Patreon, check out Big Daddy Unlimited. Hope you liked the video. If you liked it, hit the like button, drop some comments, subscribe, forward, share, all that stuff helps the algorithm. And if you didn't like the video, as always, eat a dick. Check you later. Peace.